This starter battery has extremely poor voltage on it, which in itself can't start this car. See? Start! However, when I connect this portable jump starter to the battery terminal connectors and power it, the vehicle easily rolls to life. Start! This is a Noco Boost XL GB50 and it's the world's best portable jump starter. Today, I'm going to show you what makes it such a special and big deal. And because I've owned this unit for more than 5 years, I'll also share with you the long-term pros and cons no one else has ever shared, adding personal notes on how well the unit has held up, so stick around to the end for that. If this portable battery jumper looks like something you love to own to avoid the embarrassment that comes without having one around, I'll be happy to leave a link in the description below so that you can check it out. Let's get to business. As you open the box, you are greeted with the jumper itself and a pair of clamps that connect the jumper and the starter battery. Besides this, there's a soft carrying case, a 40-inch micro USB charging cable, a 2.1 amp 12-volt DC vehicle adapter for USB charging, and a simple user manual that provides instructions in several languages. There's also this tag that mentions some accessories that will make ownership of the heavy-duty jump starter more interesting. Don't let the many things in the box overwhelm you though. The unit is actually very simple and easy to use. To use the best portable car battery jump starter, the Noco GB50, you only need to take out the unit, connect the clamps to the 12-volt output of the portable car battery jump starter, and hook the clamps to the terminal connectors of the starter battery. Make sure that the red clamps hook to the positive battery terminal connector, served by a red supply line and marked with a plus sign, and the black clamp hooks to the negative battery terminal connector, usually served by a black supply line and marked with a negative sign. With the clamps solidly in place, power on the Noco GB50 and wait for a series of initialization clicks, which typically take only a few seconds to happen. Crank your vehicle as you normally would and the motor will fire straight up and alive. To remove the jumper for storage, first power off the unit, remove the black negative clamp and then the red positive one, and you'll be good to store the unit again for the time when another battery related challenge presents itself. However, there are some times when you'd be dealing with a completely flat starter battery that needs more than mere jumping help. Such a battery will not start with the regular power of the portable jump starter and will require you to use the boost function. The boost function of the Noco GB50 activates itself when the jumper dictates that the unit is facing a starter battery with an abnormally poor voltage. However, in my experience, this doesn't always happen and generally needs manual assistance. This is where the manual override option comes into play. The manual override button disables the safety protections built into the portable jump starter. More on this later. But more importantly, it does an amazing thing also. It forces the jumper into a boost mode so that even a completely flat battery receives enough surge to start a vehicle. A battery that would otherwise not even illuminate the cluster lights. So, how is the Noco GB50 charged? There are 3 principal ways in which the Noco GB50 is charged. Via a traditional AC socket at home, using the provided micro USB charging cable via some sort of stored energy source like a power bank, or via the DC cigarette lighter port of a vehicle by means of the provided 2.1 amp 12-volt DC vehicle adapter paired with the provided micro USB charging cable. Charging times vary, but it has been my experience over the years that the unit recharges fully to 100% after about 4 hours, give or take. So, how long does a single charge last? It has also been my experience that the Noco GB50 lasts in the trunk of my vehicle after a full charge for about a year before needing to be taken out and charged again. That is, if the battery jump starter isn't actively doing any portable jump starter duties. At this point, I typically have between 50 and 70% charge left. However, in the event that I occasionally need to jump a vehicle here and there, 6 months in the trunk is about the limit before I need to take it out for charging. So, between 6 months and a year, depending on whether it was actively used or kept in passive storage. Regarding how many cars a single charge on the jumper can safely jump before the Noco Boost XL GB50 will need to be recharged itself, anywhere from 10 to 20 sedans is a great marking point, depending on the battery levels of the vehicles and whether or not the boost function of the portable jumper has been used. If you are not running a fleet of older vehicles during the winter or have a starter battery that is at the end of its service life, you will find out that 2 charges will usually be sufficient to last you through the year, even in the worst case scenarios. So, how safe is the unit? The Noco Boost XL GB50 is the best portable jumper in the world for a reason. It's one of the few automotive things that I can easily trust my young kids to work with on the vehicle with the confidence that nothing will go wrong. First, the unit is designed with reverse polarity protection. With this protection, you won't be blowing out any fuses or causing harm either to yourself or your vehicle if you mix up the clamps negative to positive or positive to negative. This mistake can cause a lot of challenges to both the starter battery and the portable jump starter, if not for this very thoughtful protection. However, the reverse polarity protection isn't the only protection this best car battery jump starter features. There's also the anti-spark protection, which sees to it that you don't ever see sparks flying out when you are using this portable jump starter, no matter the condition of use. Finally, regarding safety, there's the extreme temperature protection that safely shuts down the unit when the temperatures drop too cold or shoot up too hot. Safety-wise, it hardly gets better than this. So, away from the numerous and impressive safety features, what are the express pros of this unit? The Noco Boost XL GB50 won't be the best battery jump starter without an impressive level of pros. These options are what make the unit exciting and distinguished from the other options that populate the market today. First, because of the advanced and powerful 35 Wh lithium-ion battery this car jump starter features, it can last between 6 months and a year in your trunk or center console without needing a charge. This is rare and directly impossible with the lead-acid battery options that must be recharged almost every month. Second, the unit itself is rechargeable via various means: an AC wall socket, a USB power source such as a power bank, and a DC power source such as a 12-volt cigarette lighter port of a vehicle. This makes sure that you always have a source to keep the portable jump starter juicy and ready for action. Third, the Noco Boost XL GB50 portable jump starter also doubles as a power bank in the rare event that you need to boost things such as a smartphone or digital camera. The good part, the battery is powerful enough to fully charge a high-end smartphone and still have enough juice to jumpstart a car for the road home. Fourth, the Noco GB50 comes standard with very bright flashlights that are super useful during the dark for such things as emergency camping or for those times when you need to do an emergency tire change or vehicle repairs after sundown. Instead of keeping a separate flashlight in the vehicle, you simply use one stone and efficiently bring down 2 birds. Finally, and closely related to the above, the flashlight feature doesn't just feature a flashlight. It also features an SOS light for those times when you need help and must signal for it through the night and from afar. This is a very thoughtful addition, I must say. But it isn't all good news. There are things I don't like about this portable battery jumper. First, I absolutely hate the soft carrying case that came with the unit. As you can see, I never used mine even for a day and seriously doubt I would still own this unit after 5 years if I were to make the mistake of using it. If you are looking to own the Noco GB50 for any amount of time and have it serve you through the years, you must invest in a hard carrying case. Mine has seen better days and has been through hell, but better the case than the unit. Not so. Second, Why the portable jump starter can easily charge a smartphone. I wish that it could easily charge 2 or even 3 smartphones and not just one. Where's the fun when you can't share your power source? So, overall, how has the unit held up in these 5 years? The Noco portable jumper has held up extremely well during these past 5 years. As you can see, not even a scratch, despite the many years I've used and owned the unit. The only things that aren't like the day I got them are these two: the micro USB cable and the hard carrying case, sold separately. The USB cable stopped working around the 3rd year and has since remained that way. However, in all fairness, I took it out and used it on all manner of devices before then. Who knows if that is what triggered its demise. The separately sold hard carrying case has its side all peeled up, as you can see. In all fairness here, too, it was some rough luggage I ferried in my trunk that caused this damage years ago. I've since learned not to squeeze the unit or case amongst luggage. Other than this, everything has held up extremely well and all looks like the day I got the unit from Amazon. So what makes the Noco Boost XL GB50 the best portable car battery jump starter? The reasons are as simple as they are straightforward. First, this is a heavy-duty car jump starter. This unit can easily jump gasoline-powered vehicles up to 7 liters and diesel-powered vehicles up to 4.5 liters. That is some serious punch bundled with some functional utility. Second, the unit can stay charged and ready to use in storage for up to a year, all thanks to its impressive lithium-ion battery. It hardly gets better than this, storage-wise. Third, as I've shown, this portable jump starter can last a truly long time, which amounts to money well spent. You know, as a matter of fact, that the unit will keep serving you long after you've sold the car and bought another one. Finally, the unit is thoughtfully designed with a lot of features such as charging options, a power bank, flashlights and SOS lights. Talk about a little unit that basically has it all. If you know of any battery-powered jump starter that should rather bear the title of the best battery jump starter in the world, let me know in the comments below. This isn't goodbye. Catch ya on the next one.